This is the giant taiga biome in Minecraft, and today I'm gonna show you the 3 steps to turn this boring piece of biome into the superior version of the same thing. The first thing I did was spawn into a random world and be pleasantly surprised that the spawn chunks just so happened to be the giant taiga biome that I was looking for, or old growth spruce taiga, as they're called in 1.18. Anyways, the first step to transforming a biome is getting rid of all the old ugly parts that we won't be needing. So I whipped out some well-dated brushes and got to work on cleaning out all the trees and leaves. While doing this, I noticed 3 things. 1, biomes on 1.18 are pretty big, and this taiga biome just so happened to be really long, so we're not gonna transform the entire length of it, just the part around spawn that is within a reasonable render distance. And second, this taiga biome comes with a lush cave. No, seriously, there's a giant hole leading directly to some lush caves, which I think we can do some pretty neat things with. The third thing I noticed was that there wasn't a naturally generated village, which I had really been hoping for. Now I could just go ahead and find another forest with a village, but I would tear it down anyways to upgrade it, so I think it's fine if we just add our own. And now you can see I've almost completely demolished everything that made this biome what it used to be, and we're ready to get to work on this nice blank canvas. So the second step is to build all the things that are gonna spruce up the biome. Get it? Because it's a giant spruce forest? Anyways, this part of the process usually has the most experimentation on how you want your build to look, and as you can see, I've moved over to a flat world where it's a lot easier to come up with a bunch of designs and then pick and choose the ones you want to copy over to the final build. The things we're gonna be making are some new trees and vegetation, some new boulders and other random decor, and last but not least, we're gonna upgrade the vanilla village. Now, for the new trees, I wanted to make multiple variants of similar sized trees, because if you only make one tree, it's gonna look very copy-pasty. But at the same time, we don't want to spend 10 years building every single tree by hand, so I made 3 variants of large trees and 3 variants of smaller trees. The next thing I tried making was a big fern, and I kind of struggled with this. As for the other types of vegetation, I think we're just gonna do some good old recycling and use some of those big mushrooms you see in the background that I made for a previous biome upgrade. Boulders are pretty basic, they are just big rocks. So to make it a little more interesting, I made some of them look like they had been carved into faces, because why not? It seems like something humans like to do. As for the village, I came up with a list of 5 professions I thought would be most fitting in this forest and made 5 houses according to these. And while I built the houses, I just want to mention that the idea for this biome upgrade came from a comment by Hutman, so thanks a lot for your suggestion. Now, the houses I made were a Fletcher's house, a mason's house, a toolsmith, 1 fisherman, and a cartographer. I also made some regular residential houses just for good measure. And now we've reached the final step, which is of course just putting it all together. First, I decided on the layout for the village by placing in all the houses where I wanted them to be and connected them with pathways. I placed the mason along with a house on the raised terrain near the lush cave, and I also added a tiny dock for a fishing boat. I said we would do something neat with the lush cave. My idea was that there would be a medieval crane going down into the cave that would transport both villagers and the riches that they would collect down there. Inside the cave, there was this little rock shelf where I thought it would be perfect to add some magical little hut where the town's witch or healer could live in easy access to the many medicinal underground herbs. At least that's the story I thought was most fitting. Then I spent a little over 2 hours pasting in trees and other stuff, and I know that sounds a bit excessive, but I just took my sweet time, and the transformation of the biome quickly started to take form. Now, if you've made it this far into the video, I hope it means you're enjoying it, and make sure to leave a like if you are, it really helps me out. And if this video gets 10 likes, I'll transform another biome. But enough with the self-promotion. I added some finalizing details, and now it's just time for me to show off what I've built. And just to recap, we started with the forest looking like this, boringly uniform and utterly unimpressive. So to cure this forest of its alarming mediocrity, we swiftly demolished the whole thing. And now we've built a village that was based around what a superior version of the vanilla village might look like. Then we've upgraded the surroundings with new and improved trees and boulders. And we even got to throw in a bit of a story element with the medieval crane and the healer in the lush cave. So overall, I would say we've created a superior version of the taiga biome. And that was all I had for you in this video, and I'll see you in the next one.